This is it, besties. This just validates everything I've been saying. I have always seen what I eat in a day videos done by skinnier people sharing what food they eat, and like no criticism at all. If they eat a lot of food, it's, oh my gosh, like you're doing great, that looks so good. As soon as I, a fat person, share what I eat in a day, then people deem it as too much and me promoting an unhealthy lifestyle.
People shouldn't comment on what other people eat, but this is the internet, and you're basically putting yourself out there, and people are able to criticize every part of your being. I don't think most fat liberation/acceptance creators realize that most average people who do these types of videos do generally eat healthily, or at least healthier than them. Yes, some days they eat more, some days they eat less, but at the end of the day, they still consume fewer calories and processed food. I saw a comparison in the comments that said, "It's like a person drinking booze out of a paper bag in the gutter comparing themselves to someone who has a couple of glasses of wine a year, then getting mad people to treat them differently," and I feel like this basically sums it up.
Let's talk about medical fat phobia. Ignore my eyebrow hole. Today I went to a sleep specialist because I'm pretty sure I'm narcoleptic. And we're going over my medical history, right? No big deal. And this man looks me in the eyes. Mind you, he has my chart. And he says, "So when were you diagnosed with diabetes?" I said, "Sir, I don't have diabetes. I'm just fat." Then, despite him knowing I have an eating disorder, and even though I said no, he puts in a referral for weight loss surgery. I literally have an uncle who died from that shit. If you don't think fat phobia is real, you're not paying attention. You should be angry.
Again, I think doctors could say it in a better way, but at the end of the day, there are humans, and if they would get emotionally invested in every single patient, they would literally break at the end of the day. Weight plays a massive role in many aspects of people's lives, and one of them is sleep. Epidemiological studies show that insufficient sleep is independently associated with a higher risk of obesity. Clinical studies of sleep-restricted adults show an increased hunger and calorie intake when participants are allowed free access to food. At the end of the day, the doctor is there to help you, and the weightless surgery definitely is life-changing in a good and bad way. It can help you lose weight and live a better lifestyle, but there are risks. But to even come to the point of needing this risky surgery is bad. I think when you're at that kind of weight, you should take a step back and really think about what you want to do with your life, while you still have a chance.
Where do I begin? A more appropriate comparison would be supporting anorexia versus supporting binge eating disorders, which I do not. In fact, I've struggled with both and I'm recovering. Just like skinny shaming is never okay because it happens naturally. Some people just have fast metabolisms. Some people, such as myself, are overweight naturally because we have health conditions or slow metabolisms or just different genetics. The only thing I'm encouraging is for everyone to love themselves and to feel like they are accepted in their bodies and that they don't have to change and conform to diet culture. This is a pro self-love space, so take your fat phobia elsewhere.
The comment says, "Fat acceptance is just pro-ana in reverse, you shouldn't encourage under or overweight." I honestly kind of agree with this statement. Many people in the fat liberation space take things way too far by telling people they can't lose weight even for medical reasons, or they are being fat phobic, saying that obese people with mobility issues don't have those issues because of the weight. Yes, there are different reasons as to why some people lose/gain weight. There's genetics, different diseases, age, but the biggest is eating habit. All of the other factors don't get you to 300 plus, 400 plus lbs, and I think it's time that they stop deceiving themselves and others. The rhetoric that they are spreading is dangerous and can lead many vulnerable people down the wrong path.
I'm sorry that you hate yourself, I really am. But just because you hate yourself doesn't mean that everybody else who is fat hates themselves, so I'm gonna say this kindly, fuck off. And existing is not glorifying.
Everybody should love themselves no matter what, but loving yourself and your body also means taking good care of it. You are only given one, so why treat it badly? This is the same as buying an expensive car and filling it with dirt, then breaking it and needing a new one, except in this case you only ever get one. I don't think fat people should be ridiculed for just existing, but as is common with most of these creators, they are in fact glorifying obesity by saying it's healthy, no one can lose weight, and that everything is fat phobic.
Sorry, but ex-fat people are
kind of the worst. Like, great for you. You lost weight. You did what you wanted to do for yourself, hopefully. Why do you have to bring other people down, though? I'm telling you right now, unlearning fat phobia will help you. We are all fat phobic to some degree, including myself. I find myself thinking things that I should not be thinking because society ingrained fat phobia so deeply that it's just normal and we don't blink an eye.
The comment says, as someone who used to be fat, yes, one of my biggest fears is being fat again. I like being able to do everything 10x times easier. The creator then just attacks them by telling them they're the worst because they don't have anything better to say. The commenter didn't bring anyone down, they just described their experiences since the creator was spewing the same nonsense that the other fat acceptance realtors do. Losing a lot of weight and then not wanting to regain it is some sort of internalized fat phobia. It is someone realizing that their life is better the way they are now compared to before, and how can you tell them that they are wrong? I don't get it.
Things at my health at every size doctor's office that just makes sense. Weight neutral zone side. Chairs without arms for big booties. My doctor's favorite book. This book is a life changer.
I feel like this is one of those things that can seriously affect one's life. I don't understand why some people would risk their health instead of some uncomfortable moments, conversations. It's completely fine for a doctor to accommodate their patients with more accessible seating and similar things, but going to a doctor that doesn't believe weight plays a role in health is just downright dangerous. The text in the video says, calculating how the medical field thinks it's okay to give fat people AIDS symptoms is medication. And the creator basically says why or how doctors can prescribe their patients to lose weight. There's a wide variety of reasons as to why a doctor would do that, but the health risks that come from being overweight or obese include high blood pressure, arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. At the same time, you may find that being overweight seriously affects your emotional well-being. I don't get how we're still having doubts about this specific subject in the medical field. Yes, doctors should be careful and help you plan how to lose weight, but you can't say that them doing that is wrong since weight plays such a vital role in one's life. I think the conversation should be about other ways that the medical field can help instead of just telling someone to lose weight, but again, it is necessary in many cases.
Some people's biggest fear is being fat. And I'm sorry, but if your worst fear is looking like me, you have some bigger problems in your life. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Stop.
I think it's reasonable to not want to be fat by looking after your body, by eating healthy food, and being active. Obviously, it can become an unhealthy obsession, but that can happen with many different things that we do in our everyday lives. Still, many people have a healthy relationship with food and activities, so I don't think we should tell people to not even try. Yes, you might fail the first few times trying to find the perfect balance in your life, but once you succeed you will see that it was worth it.